Have you ever noticed that healthy eating has become kind of a performance? You're scrolling through your social media feed and you see a perfectly lit kitchen, a $200 ceramic pan, and a meal that looks like a work of art. It's really beautiful, but for most of us, it's unattainable and kind of exhausting. We may look at something like that and think, okay, so if I'm not having that Instagram perfect gourmet meal with microgreens, what's the point? And then you just order takeout instead. Hi, I'm Adaret. I'm a dietitian and the owner of Dining with Nature. We work with women from fertility through family life. And today, I'm going to walk you through the philosophy behind my practice, Dining with Nature. Today, I want to talk about why we've become so disconnected from our food, how wellness influencing is failing you, and how we can move back towards a lifestyle that actually feels, wait for it, doable. I feel incredibly fortunate that I grew up in a time before the social media explosion. Facebook didn't even really exist until I was finishing high school. Back then, my unrealistic standards came from 30-year-old actors in a teen drama or the occasional tabloid I saw at the grocery checkout. Sure, none of this was great for body image, but it wasn't constant bombardment. Today, we have influencer culture, people acting as health authorities 24/7. But the reality is that the standards that influencers set are not reachable for the average person or most of the population. I often suspect that what we see in those 15-second reels isn't even the reality of their own lives. I want to mention the research that discusses the impact of health and wellness influencer culture. Studies show that the images we see on social media are often enhanced by filters and digital editing. And this curated imagery can be a direct driver of body dissatisfaction and disordered eating. It's a literal funhouse mirror version of health. And it's not just the impact of the images themselves, it's also the advice given. Researchers have flagged that the issue is not just fake news, but also overgeneralized health messaging. A tip that works for one specific person is presented as a universal truth. This is not education, it's just misleading. And because we're chasing this gourmet or nothing standard, we've raised the bar too high. We feel like if we can't cook restaurant quality meals, we've failed. And so we resort to takeout, and the food industry knows exactly what it's doing. Those takeout meals are engineered with the bliss point of salt, sugar, and fat. They're literally addictive. And before long, we're wondering, why is my energy so low? Why am I slowly gaining weight? And why are my hormones all out of whack? It's because we've become disconnected from our food, and our food system wants us to be disconnected from our food. Think about it. There's no major profit margin in a head of broccoli. There's only nutritional value. And that's why in my monthly Dining with Nature newsletter, I always write a little ad for a seasonal fruit or vegetable. I want to highlight the things you might walk past in a grocery store because there's a benefit to you, not to a corporation's bottom line. I tell my clients all the time that we used to live on one end of the spectrum. We used to be hunters and gatherers. Our entire existence was about food. And now we swung to the entire opposite end of that spectrum. Getting food is a swipe, 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 click, 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 and it's right there at your door. We've gone a little too far down the spectrum. And even though we don't want to go all the way back to the Stone Age, there's somewhere in the middle, somewhere where we can participate in our own nourishment again. And this is where Dining with Nature comes in. I don't want to give you the perfect diet. I want to help you find that sweet spot. At Dining with Nature, we like to say, you don't need specific genetics, you don't need to look a certain way, and you don't need to have a specific skill set in order to live a healthy lifestyle. If you don't like kale, you don't have to eat kale. If you're not a 5 a.m. gym girly, you don't need to be a 5 a.m. gym girly. Health is not a one-size-fits-all. My work likes to combine the science and the evidence that's out there with the reality of your life and your preferences. If you scroll through my Instagram at Dining with Nature, you'll see me cooking in my apartment, in my small kitchen, with my basic cookware, with ingredients you can find at any local store. The algorithm might not like me for my lack of aesthetics, but I don't care. I want you to look at my videos and think, okay, I can do that. Instead of, oh, that's pretty, that'll never happen for me. Living a healthy lifestyle is attainable. Yes, we all have barriers, and yes, we all have challenges. And we might be working on building certain habits for the rest of our lives. But that's what living a healthy lifestyle is all about. It's a practice, not a destination. If you're ready to stop chasing that influencer version of healthy living and start building a sustainable, realistic, healthy lifestyle, I'd love to help you. You can find more information about me and my practice at the link to my website below. And don't forget to sign up for our monthly newsletter to see which seasonal fruit and vegetable I'm advertising this month. If you have any thoughts, questions, ideas, concerns, comments, throw them in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for being here. Go cook something simple, and I'll see you next time.